Insurance of postal articles. Inland portal postal articles. Registered letters, value payable registered letters, registered parcels and value payable registered parcels may be insured up to the value of rupees 600 at such branch post offices and up to the value of rupees 1 lakh at such other post offices as may be authorized by the Postmaster General to accept articles for insurance and for such post offices as may be authorized by the Postmaster General to deliver insured articles. Where currency notes are dispatched by insured post, the value shall not exceed rupees 20,000. Provided that in no case shall such value exceed the real value of the contents of the article insured. Provided also that articles containing government currency notes or bank notes or gold coin or bullion or gold ornaments or articles of gold, any combination of these shall be insured for the actual value of the contents. Notwithstanding anything contained in Subrule 1, the insurance of all value payable articles on which the amount specified for recovery exceeds rupees 500 other than accepted articles shall be compulsory for at least the amount specified for recovery from the addressee. In this rule, expected articles means value payable packets, value payable letters containing railway good receipts, legal documents, bonds, policies for insurance, promissory notes, bills of lading or ordinary bills for collection which have no intrinsic value. Insurance shall cover all risks in course of transmission by post. In addition to the postage and the fee for registration, the following further fees shall be charged for insurance. When the value insured does not exceed rupees 200, rupees 10. For every additional rupees 100 or fraction thereof in excess of rupees 200, rupees 6. The prepayment of all charges on insured articles, namely postage, registration fees and insurance fees, shall be compulsory. Postage stamps affixed to an insured article must be placed apart from one another so that they may not serve to conceal injuries to the cover of the letter or parcel. Every letter tendered for insurance shall be enclosed either in a strong cover securely fastened or sealed with fine wax bearing a private mark in such a way that it cannot be opened without breaking the seal or leaving traces of violation, or in a fastened tear and water resistant envelope made up in one piece and allowing the seals or adhesive tape to adhere completely, having tamper evident adhesive tape with a window on flap containing logo of the Department of Post with words void open and capable of leaving indelible impressions of tampering and die cut marks on seams, with the stipulation that not more than one non-postal stamp or label of any kind not exceeding 2.5 cm by 2.5 cm in size, 2.5 cm and 2.5 cm shall be affixed by the sender to such a cover. The envelope with black or colored borders shall not be used, and wherever a letter in a cover securely fastened and sealed with fine wax bearing a private mask is tendered, seals shall be placed over each flap or seam of the cover, and if the cover is tied around with string or tape, a seal shall be placed on the ends where they are tied. The specification and design of water tear resistant envelope referred to in item 2 of subsection 1 shall be approved by the Director General, Department of Post, and shall bear particulars of approval and details of manufacturer on the reverse of the envelope. Every parcel tendered for insurance must be packed carefully and substantially with due regard to the nature of the contents and the length of the journey, and must be sealed with wax or lead bearing a private mark in such a way that it cannot be opened without either breaking the seal or leaving obvious traces of violation. Seals must be placed over each joint or loose flap of the covering of a parcel, and if string be used in packing, a seal must be placed on the ends of the string where they are tied. If a parcel contains gold or silver bullion or coins, it must be placed in a strong case of wood or metal with an outer covering of cloth or stout paper. All the seals affixed to an insured postal article shall be of the same kind of wax and shall bear distinct impressions of the same device. The device shall not be that of a current coin or merely a series of straight, curved or crossed lines. No postal article shall be accepted at any post office for insurance if it is so small or so covered with writing or sealing wax on the address side or otherwise made up in such a manner as to render it impracticable to affix to the article the official labels prescribed by the Director General. This rule shall not apply to an article which has an address label tied to it, provided that The label is not so small or so covered with writing on the address side as to render it impracticable to affix to that side the official labels prescribed by the Director General. An article intended of insurance shall be presented at the window of the post office with the amount for which the sender wished it to be insured clearly written in words and figures without erasure or correction on the cover. The name and address of the sender shall also be written on the cover in the lower left hand corner or on a separate slip of paper to be presented with the article should there be no room for his name and address on the cover. A receipt shall be given to the person who presented an article for insurance at the post office window during 3 hours prescribed for posting insured articles. The sender of an insured articles shall be entitled to obtain free of charge an acknowledgement of its delivery signed by the addressee or his duly authorized agent. That shall be payable to the sender of an insured postal article compensation not exceeding the amount for which the article has been insured for the loss of the postal article or any of its contents or for any damage caused to it in course of transmission by post, provided that the compensation shall in no case exceed the value of the article or any of its contents lost or the damage or amount of the damage caused, and provided that in the case of loss the sender shall furnish for full particulars of the contents of the postal article and their value, provided also that no compensation shall be payable where there has been misdelivery arising out of incorrectness or incompleteness of the address written by the sender, where there has been fraud on the part of the sender or addressee, where the insured article has been delivered to the addressee and he has signed and returned the receipt therefore, where the sender has not given intimation of the loss within 3 months from the date of posting, where the loss or damage was due to improper or insecure packing, where there is no visible damage to the cover or seals, where the insured article contains government currency notes, bank notes, gold coin or bullion or any combination of these both and has not been insured for the actual value of the contents. In the case of the loss of halves of currency notes, in the case of damage arising from the nature of the article insured, or where the insured article contain anything the transmission of which by post is prohibited. Compensation shall be payable 1 month after the date on which intimation of loss is given by the sender to the post office, except in cases in which the Postmaster General may consider that the circumstances demand the withholding of payment pending inquiry. Coin, bullion, platinum, precious stones, jewellery, currency notes and articles of gold or silver may be sent by post only in insured letters or insured parcels. If a letter or parcel presented at the post office window is found to contain any such object of value, it shall not be accepted for transmission by post unless the sender insures it, and if an insured article manifestly containing any such object of value is found in course of transmission by post, it shall be either intercepted and returned to the sender or forwarded to destination and delivered to the addressee, subject to the payment of a fee of ₹2. The payment of this fee shall not impose any liability on the central government. In this rule, the expression articles of gold or silver includes articles made wholly or partly of gold or silver, but not coins and electro or other plated goods. The expression coin does not include cut counterfeit coin remitted on behalf of the currency department and mints. The expression currency notes does not include defaced note, that is, notes from which the signature has been cut off after cancellation remitted on behalf of the currency department. The expression jewelry includes watches, the cases of which are entirely or mainly composed of gold, silver or platinum. In the case of articles containing government currency notes, bank notes, gold coin, bullion or gold ornaments or articles of gold or any combination of these, the sender should declare on the article the value of the contents at the time of dispatch. Foreign postal articles. The Director General shall from time to time notify in the Post Office Guide the countries and places for transmission to which registered letters containing jewelry or value payable registered letters, parcels and value payable parcels may be insured, and the limit up to which such letters or parcels may be insured in each case. The Director General shall also from time to time notify in the Post Office Guide the countries and places with which value payable postal articles under value payable system and value payable postal articles under cash on delivery system may be charged, provided that in no case shall such value exceed the real value of the contents of the letter or parcel insured. Notwithstanding anything contained in Sub-Rule 1, the insurance of all foreign value payable articles or cash on delivery parcels on which the amount specified for recovery exceeds ₹100 or L2 other than accepted articles shall be compulsory for their transit India for at least the amount specified for recovery from the addressee, and the fee charged for such insurance shall be as mentioned in sub-rule 1 of Rule 92. In an uninsured foreign value payable article or cash on delivery parcel on which the amount specified for recovery exceeds rupees 100 or L2 other than accepted articles is received from any foreign country, the article shall be forwarded to destination by the inward foreign office of exchange as an insured article and delivered to the addressee subject to the payment of an insurance fee calculated in the manner prescribed in sub-rule 2 of Rule 92 on the amount specified for recovery. In this rule, exceptional articles means value payable packets, value payable letters containing railway goods, receipts, legal documents, bonds, policies of insurance, promissory notes, bills of lading or ordinary bills for collection which have no intrinsic value. In addition to postage and the case of letters, apart from the registration fee, the following further fees shall be charged for insurance. When the value insured does not exceed rupees 500 is rupees 10. When the value insured exceeds rupees 500, for every additional rupees 500 or fraction thereof up to rupees 20,000 is rupees 10. The prepayment of all charges on insured foreign registered letters and parcels shall be compulsory. Postage stamps affixed to letters or parcels intended for insurance must be placed apart from one another so that they may not serve to conceal injuries to the cover of the letter, insured box or parcel. No label of any kind shall be affixed by the sender to cover of a letter intended for insurance.